Hello, beautiful souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Today is Wednesday. I completely missed Monday's podcast because I don't know where the days went. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I lost 2 days. I apologize for that. But here comes the message. Today's message is being transmitted through the energy of a robin. Yes, you got that right. That it's a bird, a robin, that was perched on the top of the roof this morning, singing beautifully, giving messages of joy and living in the moment. There's no time like the moment. We tend to live our lives in the past a lot. And that means that we are thinking of the things that happened to us. And most of these things that we're thinking that happened to us are not positive things. And so by remaining and keeping our thoughts and our attention on what happened, we are creating our future because we're thinking of the past in the present moment instead of living in the present moment by noticing what's happening right here in the now. We tend to give our attention to the past thoughts, right? When I hurt myself, or the divorce, or the ex, or whatever, I lost my job, all of these things, past, done with. The present moment is here and now, right now. So whatever it is that you're doing right now, include joy or see what's happy, fun, light, joyful about anything and everything that you are going through. And this is the message that was coming through really strongly this morning, and it's even opening up even more right now as I'm transmitting the message. When you are in the present moment, you are connected to your higher self, the divine part of you. You are connected with all of you. And so you can change the way you feel, the way that you're looking at things in an instant, right? I can slip down and fall, and let's say I don't hurt myself badly, and be like, oh man, that was dumb, or I wasn't paying attention, and give all that type of negative talk to myself. Or I can laugh about it and, oh my gosh, that was so funny, I can't believe this, right? And give it a completely different take, a different way of looking at it, finding the joy, the funny part in it. Obviously, if we get hurt, it's like, oh no, right? What did I do? Well, let's just pause here for a moment. Because when we're thinking or feeling that things happen to us, we are in the way of thinking that we're the victims, right? Something happened to me. But when you shift your thought and your way of seeing it as things are happening for me, then we get to pause and figure out, what is it? What's the lesson? What are you trying to show me? What is the good thing that's coming out of here? What's the funny thing that's coming out of here? Because a lot of the things that we tend to pause and think of is like, I didn't like that. That wasn't a good experience. That was hurtful. And so we tend to not be able to see the good in it, right? But everything has a good reason, a good way of showing you that you end up being better off because it happened for you. And so if you are, let's say you just fell and you're in pain and you are feeling that pain, what's happening? You have to stop, right? You're stopping. Whatever it is that you were doing, walking to, it stopped you. And so here's the lesson. Okay, what was I doing? What was I thinking when this happened? Where was my mind racing to? What is it that I'm being stopped to look at, right? This actually happened to me a couple of times last year or the year before, the year prior actually. It happened to me in the summer, and then it happened to me in December. So within like 4 months, where I hurt my ankle in a way, and that it hurt so much that I had to stop what I was doing, and I couldn't do anything for a couple of days as I was resting and healing that ankle. It happened twice. So the message for me was, that's whatever it is that I was doing at the moment, and I was stressing about, the first time I was stressing about my business, and it wasn't just the business as to like other people, but it was about analytics, things that had to do with the internet that I couldn't figure out. So it was kind of like me, right? Like this little thing became this huge thing for me, and I just couldn't get my head out of it. And instead, what the guys were telling me is like, let it be, let it go. That's not important. What's important is the right now, right here. And it brought my attention to my son, right? My beautiful little being of light who was hanging out and waiting for mommy to get done with the nuisance that she was having. I didn't get the message, and therefore the universe gave me that fall, that pain for me to stop, pause, think, and regroup. It happens for a reason, right? And then I'm like, oh, okay, yes. Be in the moment. Be present with those around you. Give all of you to the people who are around you when they are there with you. And leave all of the stuff, the nuisances, the computer stuff, the stuff that's not working out on the side for later. It doesn't have to be taken care of at that moment. The important thing is the relationship. And I know I'm giving you a sample about the relationship with my son, another being in my life whom I really, really love. But the greatest relationship is the relationship with yourself. Are you taking time to take care of you? Are you able to pause to give your body what it needs? It could be nourishment, it could be movement, it could be rest. Are you listening to what your body is saying and acting upon that? Another example, I very often get the message of like, move your body. And my mind says, I am so cozy and comfortable sitting here on my butt. Right? So, message received, action not taken. There's a difference, right? We get the messages all the time. Our ego stops us from taking action. When you get the message and you just jump on and do it, there you go. That's how you take care of yourself. It's by taking care of the message that's being received, that thought, that idea that pops in your head. That's the message. Okay, especially if it keeps coming through you. The same message. No matter whether you are doing something at work or with your friends or you're just chilling, if the same message keeps coming to you over and over, it's because it's important. It's important for your well-being. Okay, so being in the here and now, finding joy in everything you do, finding that beautiful way of seeing everything around you, finding the way of smelling the roses. I just had an orange here and I'm smelling the wonderful crisp smell of the orange peel that's sitting right here next to me at the table. Feeling that, using your senses and being in joy. I'm also hearing the birds outside my window, and the window's kind of far, but yes, they are still speaking to me. So connected, right? Finding the joy in all of these little things right here and now. What it does is it boosts your mood. It changes your perspective. It stops you from going back in the past, lamenting about what happened, quote unquote, to you, when it actually happened for you, right? As long as you let it go. So this is the way it works. The more that you stay in the present time, enjoying anything that is available to you, the more that you raise your vibration and your frequency. And the more that you raise your vibration and your frequency, the more that you connect and open up those channels to be able to receive from other realms, higher realms, not the three-dimensional density realms. Did you hear that? I had to pause there just to allow that bird to chirp in. I hope it's coming onto the recording. Anyway, and the more that you raise your vibration, the more that you get shown things that are aligned for your highest good, that are going to bring you even more joy, even more happiness in your life. And when you are in the present moment thinking, and your thoughts are bringing you to the past, and the past thoughts are bringing you sorrow, anger, anything that is not joyful and light, then what you're doing is you are feeling, and feeling is the greatest creator, is how you receive things and create things the fastest. You are feeling what you felt in the past in the present moment, and you are lowering your frequency, lowering your vibrations, and aligning to that frequency so that the universe delivers more of that type of situation in which you will have more sorrow, more anger in the future. The present time creates your future. Your thoughts create your future. The way you feel brings it into realization the fastest. And so when you are in the present thinking of the past and it's not good, you are creating space and alignment for that frequency to create more situations when you feel the same in your future. When you are living in the future and you're finding love and joy and lightness, then you are creating your future to bring you more situations, things that are aligned with presenting to you more situations and things that will make you feel joyful and light and loving. So that's how you create your future. Be in the moment. Leave the past in the past. Be in the moment and find joy in anything and everything that you can, because that is how you create a joyful future for yourself. With that, I'll let you go. I love you so much. I apologize for the delay on Monday's podcast, coming out on Wednesday. How does it get any better than this? And I will see you tomorrow, Thursday. My podcast comes out on Mondays and Thursdays. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow with another channel message. And I will see you then. Also, if you have been listening to me, feeling the pull to get support in your own spiritual journey, join me in the Crystalline Connection. It is starting in about a week or so, and you can get all of the information about it on my website, www.healingthroughyou.com. I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.